Chris, let's start with the poll. We see an even divide among Democrats and Republicans in the generic. But that's not saying much for Democrats as we head into the midterms.
No, it's not. Look, the key numbers that I looked at, George, was the president at 36 on his approval rating, 21 points underwater. That 74% of the people in the poll said the economy is bad. That's they characterize it. And that it's the top issue to 84% of the people. That's all bad news for the Democrats. I will tell you, I was talking to a family farmer this week, just to put what we have to look forward to. He said since Biden got into office, his diesel fuel costs are up 222% on his farm, and his nitrogen costs are up 262%. That's not only bad for them and their ability to make money, but worse, it's going to hit us in supermarkets all over this country. This is hardly over. And that's what these numbers are telling. People are feeling that, and they're going to vote that way, and that's not good for the Democrats.
Is there any argument that Democrats can make that will make inflation not the top issue on voters' minds as they go to the polls?
I mean, look, I think Democrats understand that the stakes are high. This is a consequential midterm, and we know we have to defy history. That being said, look at the alternative. What are the Republicans planning to do to harm you, to harm the economy? Joe Biden has really done a fabulous job, I think, in making sure that everyday Americans come forward. He just stopped a rail strike, which really would have crippled our economy. So, look, we know we have a big job to do in motivating people to get out to vote, but most importantly, Joe Biden is playing the long game. That's why I'm still with Joe Biden. I'm riding with Biden, baby.
We just saw Donna set the frame for the election. Really, Republicans want this to be a referendum on the economy and Joe Biden.
And George, let's talk about the abortion issue, because 84% of the voters say the economy is their top issue. Only 62% say abortion. And when you go deeper into the poll and look at some of the crosstabs on this, what our poll is showing is that the pro-life people are more motivated by the abortion issue to vote in these midterms than the pro-choice people are.
That hasn't been the case this summer.
Well, it hasn't, but this is the snapshot we're taking right now in September. I think the further you get away from the Dobbs decision and closer to the midterms, the less of a motivating factor abortion is. And obviously from these numbers, the more of a motivating factor the economy is. And I understand history is this way, as Julie said, and we better pay heed to history. It's going to happen again. When you have a bad economy, that is what people vote on. They don't vote on anything else, because that's what affects them and their families every day.
Julie, over 9 million jobs being created. So let's not doom the economy when people are going back to work, when people are trying to find the right job, the right fit. The economy is not in the tank. We know the market.
I want you to argue against 84% of the people in the country.
I'm not arguing against 84%. I'm just saying the reality is that Joe Biden has presided over an economy that has come back from the brink. Look, we had a pandemic that took over 1 million lives in this country, and we had people who stopped working. So things are improving. Are they where we want them to be? No, but we're not where we started.
This is what frustrates Democrats, though. It's very similar to what Barack Obama faced in his first midterm as well. The trend lines were moving in one direction, and yet people didn't feel it. Democrats sometimes chalk that up to a communications problem, but I think Democrats have to ask themselves, why are the numbers showing that and people do not feel that way? What is the thing that they can do to try to connect
the American people fear another shoe is going to drop. It's unsettling. I mean, I know it because I talk to my own family. I talk to my friends. I know what happens when you go to the grocery store, because when I go to the grocery store, I better bring a coupon because I know the prices are a little high.
I went food shopping the other day for our family, and I picked up a bag of Tostitos. Okay, a bag of Tostitos was $6.59. Like, I'm sorry, that's nuts.
Man, that was a big bag.
Man, it wasn't that big. Let me tell you, man, it wasn't that big. And George knows this. He was involved in this. This always happens to incumbent presidents, that they don't get credit for the economy. It lags. It happened to Bush 41 in 1992. The economy was coming back, but people
Clinton in 94.
Right. They didn't believe it. And so the problem is, in making the argument that Donna's making, is you are swimming upstream on that argument, and you better come up with something else, because 84% of the people in this poll don't buy it, and that's not a winning strategy.
But not only that, but also the approval ratings. And when we look at history, when we have presidents that have approval ratings as low as this president, not only less than 50%, less than 40%, they lose seats, 37 seats on average.